Imagine you're running a team of 100,000 people across 50 regions, different time zones, different languages, and you're expected to move fast without losing control. Now imagine doing that in the 13th century. No phone, no internet, no Zoom, no email, cuma pakai surat dan orang naik kuda, guys. Komunikasi bisa makan waktu berminggu-minggu. Tapi, the Mongols built the largest continuous empire in history, from Eastern Europe to the Pacific Ocean. They didn't have modern tools. They didn't even have the biggest army. But they scaled in a way that most modern organizations can still learn from today. Banyak kerajaan besar runtuh karena kompleksitas internal mereka sendiri. Tapi Mongols malah makin cepat, makin luas, dan makin efisien. Why? Because they didn't try to control everything. They built a system that trusted people to act, as long as the mission was clear. The real question is, how did they conquer almost half of the world, and how did they manage it without collapsing under the weight of their own success? When companies try to scale, the instinct is often the same. Add more layers, more managers, more process, more control. We assume that if we just control harder, things will stay on track. Tapi itu justru bikin tim melambat, guys. Instead of moving faster, they wait more, report more, and we start to kill the very speed we're trying to scale. The Mongols understood something different. They knew that the real scale requires clarity from a distance. But the more layers you add into your organizational team, the more you delay decision-making. Is the real issue, we don't trust what will happen without us. Militer Mongol mengandalkan struktur di mana setiap unit punya kebebasan penuh untuk ambil keputusan sendiri. Selama mereka masih align dengan misi besar. That's the key, guys. Not only the central command, but shared clarity. Modern organizations often optimize for control, but agility scales better. Let's rewind. Genghis Khan didn't inherit power. He was abandoned, betrayed. Keluarganya bahkan pernah diusir dari komunitasnya sendiri. He didn't start with an empire. He started with a simple, complex question. How do you unite people who hated each other for generations? Armies back then were built by tribe or social class. Kalau kamu lahir dari petani, ya jadi prajurit biasa. Kalau anak bangsawan, otomatis jadi pemimpin. Khan changed all that. He built a decimal-based system, units of 10, 100, 1,000, and 10,000. But what made it special was this. Leaders were promoted based on ability, not status. A former enemy could become a general if he showed value. A shepherd could rise in command if he made smart decisions. The results? A meritocratic army that could move fast and operate independently. Each unit knew the bigger mission, guys. They didn't need to ask permission all the time because they already understood the goal. They didn't wait. They acted in real time. Speed became their greatest weapon. Dan yang paling penting, kebebasan itu bukan tanpa batas juga, guys. The vision and the goals semua jelas. Autonomy, yes, but always with alignment. Let's learn from this, guys. Prinsip-prinsip ini possibly bisa diterapin di our companies. Here's what it could look like. Replace management layers with clarity instead of adding more middle managers. Ask, does everybody understand what the company's definition of success and short-term and long-term goals look like? Kalau tim ngerti tujuannya apa, they are already aligned to make decisions. Design for autonomy, not dependency. Berikan akses semua resource, information yang dibutuhkan. Infoin yang jelas, guys. Tujuan yang transparan. Kalau setiap keputusan harus menunggu persetujuan, that's tough to scale, guys. It might actually be a bottleneck. Hire for adaptability, not just expertise. The Mongols valued those who could think on their feet. We need people who can learn fast and think independently, not just do repetitive work. Distribute leadership. Every Mongol unit could operate as a mini army karena semua pemimpinnya sudah aligned with the big picture and the goals they want to achieve. Imagine if every level of your organization had strategic thinkers. Bukan cuman yang jalanin tugas, tapi ngerti why it matters and what they should do to achieve it. This will allow you to move at the speed of opportunity instead of the speed of approval. The Mongols conquered more land in 25 years than Rome did in 4 centuries, guys. Not with bureaucracy, with clarity of mission and trust in execution. Eventually, the empire got fragmented. Bukan karena sistemnya salah, but because the vision became unclear. When shared direction and alignment disappears, even the strongest structure will fall, guys. Di zaman now, banyak organisasi ngomong soal culture. Tapi culture bukan soal vibes atau corporate benefits aja, guys. One important aspect of culture is to make sure everybody believes in the same vision. You can't scale with oversight alone. You need to start trusting. And the Mongols trusted because they were built for it. So maybe the question isn't, do we trust our teams to make the right call? The real question is, have we made our vision, mission, and goals clear enough so they can decide with confidence, even when we're not there? Cheers, guys.